Morgan for almost 4 years, and we have 2 kids together. And I still have trouble trusting her because of cheating in the past and the things that she still does. She tells me she's going to go to Sunday school or Bible study when I really think that she may be going to see a guy that lives in that area that she's cheated with before. When she says she's going to Sunday school, I think that she will leave her phone in the car possibly and go see guys from her past. When she goes to church, she'll be gone for like 3 hours. And I was raised in the church, and rarely did we ever stay for 3 hours. She is notorious for hidden relationships. She will have hidden relationships in the background, and then the minute that things get rough between me and her, then she's right there. That I know of, she cheated on me with at least 3 different guys. So she will basically keep the door open to past relationships, and I feel like there's a bunch of guys sitting around watching, waiting for things to get rough, and then she's right there. She even cheated on me when she was pregnant with my son. In our hometown, she volunteered to take a lie detector test. I didn't trust the lie detector results because it was in a strip mall. They didn't have a sign, and it was basically just looked like an empty building to me. In my opinion, the neighborhood lie detector test guy seemed more like a bootleg operation. She took a lie detector test for Steve, and I'll believe those results because I did get to see the equipment. I did get to talk to the examiner, and this show I know isn't smoke and mirrors. If she fails, I'm gonna get away from her as quickly as I can. I mean, I don't know.
Why are you emotional now?
I love her regardless of if she cheated or not. I want her to be honest with herself and to be honest with me.
It hurts to know that I caused the pain, and I'm just trying to do better. I'm trying to show him that I have changed.
Now, when you go to Sunday school, he thinks that you're cheating?
Yeah, my kids and I, we go to, we have Bible study in the morning, and then we have a worship service, and then we have our actual church service, and he thinks that I leave my phone in my car and leave my kids there for the time that we're there, and I go off and cheat with some random person or man.
I'm guessing you don't do that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you also go to Bible study on Wednesdays, right?
Yes, we just started going.
Is that with your kids also? Or so you take your kids with
Yes.
you? And he says that when you go to Bible study that you disappear for 3 hours. Is that true?
Bible study isn't as long as our Sunday service, but from the commute there and all on Sundays, it does take quite a while. It is like 2.5 to 3 hours.
Does he join you?
I invite him. Every Sunday I'll invite him. I'll ask him if he'll come with me, or I'll invite his mom, and he will say, well, I'm going to pick up a shift of work this day on this Sunday, and maybe I'll go with you next time.
But he doesn't go?
No.
Okay. I'm just curious. I'm taking it that you didn't go to Bible study, you didn't go to Sunday school. Why all of a sudden did you start going?
I just wanted a whole change. I want to put God in my life rather than the things he thinks I am.
What does he think that you are?
Men. He thinks I'm putting men above anything.
Yeah. Now, he says on the tape that you cheated 3 times.
Yes.
Did you?
I did. At the beginning of our relationship, we didn't really establish a commitment. We were still with our exes when we first got together, and it kind of just, we didn't take it as serious as we should have.
So would you consider it cheating if you didn't establish, okay, we're a couple?
I didn't think that it was established. He did. So.
Was he wrong to think that?
No.
So he had every right to believe that
Yes.
you were a couple?
Yes.
And you were sleeping with 1 man, 2 men?
There was a couple.
Yeah. All exes or?
No. I didn't care about myself. I didn't care that I hurt anyone.
Yeah. Did you cheat on him when you were pregnant with this child?
At the time, I didn't know that I was pregnant, so no.
You didn't know you were pregnant?
Right.
But you did sleep with somebody else? I'm told that there's a tracking app on your phone?
Yes.
He put it there? Or?
Oh, I did. I did this to help him. It will track like 30 days of my history, so I gave that opportunity to him to see where I'm at or what I'm doing at all times, so that if he ever wants to look back, that he can.
How does it feel to live like that?
Not good. I feel like a child. Like, I feel like I have to have a babysitter watching me do everything.
Do you track him?
No. He wasn't up for that, for me being able to see him.
Oh, but he's up for watching you.
Right, because...
But you can't watch him, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
He thinks that if I have his location, that I will use that to have any type of open window of not knowing, or knowing where he's at. So if I know where he's at, or I know when he's going to be home,
then you could go
then
cheat.
I can go and cheat, yeah.
When you hear that, do you say like me, I chuckle because it sounds so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear that coming out of your mouth, that this is the relationship that you're in, what do you think about that?
I'm just ready for it to be fixed.
Yeah. Now, you say last November he accused you so much, you did what?
I told him that I would get my phone records for him. I gave him the tracking app. I even took a local polygraph test.
That he thought was shady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because it didn't have signs on the building. He didn't get to see the equipment. There was an empty office, just a man there. And then I thought, well, if I'm being accused, it's got to be guilt or something. So,
well, it's only fair.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're here, both people should find out. I'm just curious, why aren't you married?
Just the trust things. We're trying to get past that.
So that's kind of holding you back.
I don't need a babysitter.
I never asked
My
you.
word is good enough.
Okay, well, every time I look at my phone to track you, it just reminds me of this is what my relationship has become. I'm having to look at this phone to track this person.
You could listen.
It's a tool that you use for yourself.
No.
And it has nothing to do with
I'm
me.
here to gain the trust.
Okay, and that's good. I appreciate that because I want to have trust.
Do you trust her?
I don't.
Right. So how are you, I mean, you know, you're not a kid. You're a grown man. How do you live with somebody you don't trust?
It's hard. It's really
but
hard.
I'm saying, why do you choose to do that?
Because I don't want to break up our family. I want to be there with my kids. I want to trust her. It's just the input given to me by her. None of it makes sense.
Okay.
It never has.
How about the fact she's a little bit younger than you, right? I mean, there's a 12-year age difference. How long have you been together?
For like 4 years.
Okay, so you started dating her when she was like 21 years old. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you remember what it was like to be 21, do you?
When I was 21, I'm saying I had a 5-year-old.
Okay, but I'm saying when we're 21, 20, 19, we make mistakes that we wouldn't later on make in life. Right?
We'll be in an argument and he'll just take off, won't say anything, just take off. And I'm like, we need to finish this conversation. If we're going to be in a relationship, we need to talk it through.
So
we need to finish it. I shouldn't, I know.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, let him go.
The last time I went to visit
Why do you leave?
Because things get heated and I want to cool down. I want to keep a level head.
Where do you go?
Well, try to be alone. I mean, not to...
So you go where to be alone?
I just try to find somewhere to park in town.
Okay.
No place in particular.
But even after we find out those truths, you got to look inside and say, even with the truth coming out, is this the relationship that I want to spend the rest of my life in? All right, Joel, you took a lie detector test. And we asked you, since November of 2021, other than Morgan, have you had sexual contact with any other woman? You answered no. Since November of 2021, other than Morgan, have you had sexual contact with any other woman? You answered no, and the results came back the same, and it came back that you told the truth. All right, Morgan, you might be ditching Bible study to get some. Morgan, you came here and we asked you, since November of 2021, other than Joe, have you had sexual contact with any man? You answered no. Since November of 2021, other than Joe, have you had sexual intercourse with any man? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it come back that you, Morgan, told the truth.
I don't want to be accused anymore.
And I thought, oh my God, that could never happen. And this was back in 1982 or whatever. You're living it, man. And I was thinking when I read that book, oh my God, how terrible that must be to live like that, or to somebody live like that. You're living it. And he tortured you for a year. Even though you told him, he knew about it, and you said, no, I'm going to be different. I'm even going to go to church. I'm going to go to Bible study. And he still tortures you. So I'm a little worried that, everything's going to be so rosy right now. And you're going to go and be happily ever after, and it's going to be all good times. Do you think that this piece of paper is going to make this guy secure and feel like he can trust you?
I mean, you have him convinced that I've been spying on you for a whole year.
He's gonna stop mentally abusing you?
I hope so.
I do too. I think everybody in this room hopes that. But when you go home and you see the first sign that might not be the case, what do you need to do?
Get out.
Get out. Come back here.
Sorry.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's gonna watch this and say, you know what, she was brave enough to do that, I can do that too. Can you relate to this story? Go to www.stevewilkos.com to get my help.